Alrighty, hello, hi. We made it. We made it. Advent Day 31. Raina would like to give me a fallen fairyland snow globe. 31 days without a seasonal attack P. Was it worth it? You know, it's not the destination, it's the friendships you make along the way. I now have a snow globe. We have a coloring page that says Happy New Year. There's a Bruce and a Psy Bunny, and there's fireworks and balloons, and for my daily prize, I get 2,222 Neopoints. Very good manifesting to repeating. That's a good thing for 2026. We have the Displeased Darkest Fairy New Year's doll, an ancient hourglass, and premium gets a background. So there we go, kids. There we go, kids and adults. Advent calendar, 2026. Some insight. Maybe you got some of the same prizes. Someone had to get a seasonal attack P, it just wasn't me. Maybe Snow Wager. Want to give me a little razzle dazzle for the end of the year? I'm gonna fight him. An attack P keyring. Oh, okay. Not the P keyring. Okay. Whatever. Even as he hibernates, he still hates me. And we have the Neg Fairy cookie. Look at that. There we go. That is 2025 for you. Hyping up this P in your head, and then you get the seasonal attack P book, and then you get like the mashed potatoes that look like the seasonal attack P. Then you get the attack P keyring. Gotta love Neopets. They really said, you know what, DoubleCee? We hate ya. So there's all the stuff in my inventory that will now all go to my safety deposit box. Alrighty. What did I do? I kind of did some Neopet stuff today. Mainly just Lepediolite training and Munch Munch training. Munch Munch is like a day away. I'm so close to getting Munch Munch to like a reasonable amount of HP that's not 3, but I've also been forgetting Munch Munch a lot. I've really only been doing Munch Munch every 8 hours because Lepediolite is my main target, my number one Neopets goal in 2026 is all about Lepediolite Battledome training stuff, but I did do my quest log, so that is done. I re-rolled a bunch, and we have a potion. I may re-roll again, but the potion was like the best item. Everything else were like, I got like a plushie that I didn't really care about. I'm not a plushie collector. And then like a Battledome item that has to just be for collectors because it's a very bad item. It was also never super expensive. So there we go. I kind of redid my dailies layout in jellyneo. You know, new year, new DoubleCee, just so we can like click on things that matter and like leave the things that don't. Even though, why do I have Fashion Fever on here? Ignore me, but like this is a different layout. We're gonna test it out a little bit, see how it goes. How's everyone doing? How's your 2026? Because you know, time zones and all. Still 2025 for me, but when I post this, like some time zones are in 2026. I know I have viewers around the globe, so how's everything treating you? But I also could have viewers who are Pacific time when I post this. So how's 2025? How's everything? How's everyone? Is everything great? I went to work. Nothing really happened because like I said, everyone else is off. I'm one of like 3 people in the whole company that's working, but I need to save up my days off. What did I do today? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what. I was working hard all 8 hours, boss. All 8 hours, just like sweating too. It was just how much value I'm bringing to the company while everyone else is gone. Hopefully they believe it. And then what else did I do today? Nothing. Not a thing. Nothing really happened as it occurs in my life. Not a lot happens all the time. This is the Haunted Woods thingy. It's like a daily where you get nothing really. Allegedly, you can maybe get prizes that you can use for like the Varwolf event, which I don't believe, but it's a little clicker. You click, 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 and you get stuff. I don't really get the point of this Haunted Woods hunt, but I'm doing it because look at that, I got a bottled fairy. I think it's one of those like just get your random item of the day. Who doesn't love just like a random item that doesn't really mean a whole lot? Okay, so that's everything. I genuinely don't know what the Haunted Woods hunt is and what the prizes are, but I got 2 items. 3, because I got the rotten cheese. Did I get the meatloaf there as well? I don't really know why I'm doing this. I think it's connected to the Varwolf hunt. And a good Neo tuber, a good Neo influencer would look up why I'm doing this little hunt thing. But it's a daily, it's a little click, 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 click. So I decided to get it. If I'm like rushing my dailies, I'll skip over it. But when I come on here and we're just like hanging out, I can click 10 different times and that'll add like a minute or 2 to our time together. So everyone, there's the Haunted Woods hunt. Maybe you're doing it. I'm obviously not. But we're getting into it. We're getting into it. Look at that. 31st, I get 2,000 coins from the Forgotten Shore. That's how it is. You know, I don't really know what else to say. I'm really putting it on. Really trying to have fun. I'm exhausted of a lot. Oh, look, and I get an Umajin. My favorite stamp that I also got this year, the Umajin. Okay, like it's one of my favorite. The Umajin is one of my favorite like Neopet foods. It's honestly up there with the omelet for me, but it's because I did Grand Theft Umajin the game. It was one of the first games I did to award me a trophy, and so I just feel like I like it. It's also like once you learn the game, you kind of know it forever. There's a specific path and pattern that you have to do for Grand Theft Umajin, and once you know it, you know it. It's very similar to Fiora's Quest, the Fairy Caves 2, Fiora's Quest, my other favorite game on Neopets, where once you're in the rhythm, you are in the rhythm. Am I right? It's just there's 2 games, and it's like the same path to get you the max trophy, the avatar, all of that. And there's like no variance. Like there's a specific way to get it. I love games like that. So I like those 2. I can come back after months and just know the layout of everything. I think they're fun. They're 2 of my favorite games to play. So there's fun facts about me. There was also like Snow Wars. I feel like I knocked out in a day. Not that I enjoyed it. I hate cheat. I don't even have the trophy for cheat. I just hate them. Hate them all. Like they're imprisoned for a reason, you know? And I have to play against them. And then I have to get into NeoQuest in 2026. Which means you all have 365 days to remind me to get into either NeoQuest or NeoQuest 2. Because I want those trophies on my user lookup. I've never done one. And there's probably a comprehensive guide somewhere. And it's like, if I go on like a NeoQuest journey, do I document it? I don't know. So there we go. But those are my like 2 things I want to do in 2026 on my Neopets account are Battledome train Lepediolite and NeoQuest. Either NeoQuest 1 or NeoQuest 2. I want to do, I think both give you a trophy. But yeah. And then I also added scratch cards for Sydney. I bought some recently, so like the little cooldown isn't active, but I like him. And then we have Fashion Fever for whatever reason. And then Wishing Well. This is my last chance to get my Orion stamp. TNT, I know you all enjoyed my time doing Vlogmas. So yeah, whenever you want to just send this over to my account, not to be greedy, but like I do want 2 of them, one for my stamp album, one for my Orion gallery. Just, you know, or you could just put them in the quest log, the next update. Make it like one that you win in the dailies, not like the weekly prize. Really just deflate the price. Not that I've checked the price in a while, but like that, like, you know, for good old me, for good old DoubleCee. One for 2025. Because, you know, I made it through in a sense. In a sense. Let's do my starlight wheel that I added on here that I kind of hate the little drop down for. Let's spinny spin spin, and then we can do some zaps. And that is a wrap for DoubleCee 2025. I did 31 days of the advent calendar. I read you poems, we laughed, we cried, we all mourned a little and grieved on the inside when we saw that Orion was still having a bad time after a year of him not being here, because we haven't seen him since the last advent calendar. Don't tell me that Nick Neopia mention was an event, because no, it was a whole year, and all we know is that Orion still has a possessed liar, and he dreams about just hanging out with the fairies and being happy and not being possessed. So that was really cruel. And like, there's so many bad characters on Neopets they could have done that to, and they did it to the nicest man, the most upstanding gentleman of them all. So that was rude, but you know, what else can I say? Not a whole lot. I am so fearful that I like missed a day of Advent, and I don't think I did. I truly think I came on here and gave you all 31 days of straight slop. But I'm like, what if I put all this out and I like missed a day? But I also, like, the beginning of December feels like 8,000 years away. I remember it was like the beginning of December, like 31-ish days ago. And I was just like swamped at work, and I'm like, the end of the year will not come. And here we are. One day at a time. We made it, friends. Look at that. Look at us. 31 days. It's gonna be an anticlimactic end, isn't it? It's not gonna be like a boom bam, we get something cool for the end of the year. Let's see what happens with Zant. We lose 3 movement points. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. And then what else? Give me something else, Zams. A little something something. Little something something. Will this zap predict our 2026 in Neopets? The zap will tell us how good the year will be. And we lose 3 defense points. I don't feel very confident about that. But anyways, there's not a whole lot else for me to say. Not a whole lot else for me to do. 31 days advent calendar. That was something I did. 31 days of slop videos. Sorry that y'all had to sit through it. So sorry. I wish I could say my content's gonna improve, but I'm not making any promises. And I also don't think it's gonna improve that much in the new year. But I will be doing stuff 2 or 3 times a week. I will come on here, do some Neopet dailies, talk about the news, and then for like events, I'll come in every single day. So whenever the Neopies are, the little award show, you'll get me for those 10 days or whatever. So just here, you know, everything's gonna be great. I'm tired. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm going to go to bed. And then I'm going to just wake up and it's the new year, because I'm not staying up for the ball drop. I'm too old for that. Too old for the countdown. You know, maybe I would, if I was young, I could do it. I used to stay up until like 2 o'clock every single day. But yeah, just, you know, here are the Neopets. I will be back. I promise you I will be back in 2026 to play more Neopet dailies. I'm going to take a little bit of time off in the beginning of January because, you know, I did post 31 days in a row. So if you really and honestly miss me, you can go back and watch all of my Advent And if you're still craving more DoubleCee and Pedialyte, I have a whole channel. For almost a year, I've been documenting my Neopets gameplay, so that's a lot of content. And then if you've seen every single one of my videos, I don't know what to tell you, bro. By the time you watch all of my videos, I'll probably be back in January. So, looking at like a weekish, maybe. Aiming for like the 8th, 9th, 10th in there. I'm taking a solid week off. Maybe next Friday or next weekend. So not like this first weekend, the 2nd and 3rd, but next weekend, 2026, the 9th, the 10th, or the 11th. You'll get something from me then. And, yeah. I'm not going to be fully back at it again in January. But then in February, I'll be back at it. I will be back at it. But there we go. I have nothing else to say. Just wanted to let you all know I appreciate you guys. We hit 50 subscribers during Advent. That was also super fun. Like my 50 subscriber palooza. It's kind of great that like the 50 people that like play Neopets globally all follow my channel. So that's like kind of nice to know. What else happened? So many new people. I gave birth to triplets. Just so much stuff has happened. How many new... So we've Beef Chomp, Tony Hawk, Teakley, Orbidon, Magdoll, Chevy. So that's 6 new Neopets to my account in 2025. Everyone else was already on my account before then. Munch Munch, I guess, count says 7. Remember when we had Tiny? You all remember Tiny? We had Tiny at the beginning of the Advent calendar. What a year. What a year. So, how was your Neopets year? Hope everything was good. Hope 2026 is going to be great for y'all's. What are some of my goals? Just get my life together in general. Just generally. Get my life together. I have to walk more. I have to be more social. It's not something I want to do, but I just feel like mentally this was like a very like shut-in year for me, and if I don't do that in the future, that might be helpful. I have to get my money in order. So much stuff to do. So much stuff to do. Are y'all's resolution people? Because I low-key am, but I've been talking about that on and off. Just spinning the wheels because I am giving all like a nice good Midwestern goodbye. We're gonna be here for another 800 minutes. There we go. Yeah, I will be back in like 10-11 days. You'll get stuff. I'll be way more consistent in either February or when the Neopies happen, whichever comes first. But don't forget about your number one source of Neopets news that's late and maybe incorrect. So, thank you all so much for hanging out with me. I shall see ya later. I don't want to do that wheel. The team will see you later in like 10 days. We'll see you in the new year, or some of y'all's are already watching this in 2026. That's cool too. We'll see you later in this year, later in this month. Goodbye.